Good morning, good morning, good morning. Oh, forgot to hide that one. Good morning. I'm Boundy, psychic medium, bringing you the daily Lenormand card spread reading. And you may have noticed from the outside the little mini weather report. Let's have a quick look. We'll just switch that around. It's a dull day with a lot of grey cloud all over the sky, as you can see. Oops, I've just got to get my finger pointing the right way. There, up there. It's almost as dark as what the wall behind me looks like, and it's looking like it could be rain potentially. So, look, it is winter, but I'm actually feeling warm enough inside at the moment that I haven't put the heaters on. So there you go. Here we go. Let's go into the cards, and we're going to say good morning to Fiona. Thank you very much. Did I have a good day yesterday from the cinemas? Yes, I did. I had a wonderful day meeting some new people, and it was lovely. And I think I remember their names, so that's even better. And it was a great movie. It just had that edge of realism, thoughtfulness, practicality. It was called That Way, My Way, and it was about a journey along the Camino de Santiago, which is really interesting because I do have a daughter who's walked that. So it had a little bit better connection in recognising places she'd spoken about. So it was good at the Victor Cinema. I'm not sure if it's finished now or not. Anyway, it was a lovely day yesterday. Good morning to Corinna. How are you this morning? And you did get rain yesterday? Aha. Yeah, I don't know if we did or not. I was in the cinema for most of it. So felt, well, a good 2 hours anyway. And then we had lunch. So it was a lovely day out. So thank you for that. Now, connecting with your spirit guides and your own psychic senses to interpret what the cards have for you today. Okay, here they are. We have, whoops, found a stick. Well, actually, it's an Apple Pencil. Gilda Breville Lenormand deck, expanded edition, and it's Ciro Marchetti, who is the creator of this artwork and the deck. So, it's raining there as well still. I don't know whether I've had rain or not. I haven't looked outside. I haven't actually looked outside. I only recently got up from bed. I've done a few things, but yes, I've only recently got out of bed, so not checked everything. But we are checking out these cards now, so let's get to it. We've got the mice, the mountain, and the labyrinth, and here is our owl card. A very simple one today. I love it. Whoops, except it's hard to pick up one-handed. Here's my fiddly effort. It is, look at that, with love. If I could get it to focus. Is it going to? Oh, gosh. Having difficulty, isn't it? Let me see if the pencil makes it focus in better. There, with love. A beautiful card. So, and we'll zoom in to see these cards better. And I love having the mice in the set. For some reason, this particular depiction of mice, I just love it. It's so cute because of his cute little fatness, and it just is gorgeous. I like it. I mean, all creatures are beautiful that we have on our earth, even those ugly, yucky, slimy, yucky things. Anyway, I almost don't need to repeat myself for yesterday. The mountain was here in this position. So we are still facing similar challenges, I suppose, but also similar. Well, it could be, it's similar. It could be absolutely brand new observations and recognitions around what skills we have that we are actually using through our challenges today. And what did you feel yesterday if you got to that little peak to see the view and look behind you where you've come from, to look forward to where you're going to? You know, was it can be just such a wonderful aha moment. And especially if we've got an Everest that we feel like we're climbing and you get to the peak of there, wow. So anticipate that for your day, that continuity in the trend that we're being given. We're actually given the opportunity to continue onward and have the next step or stage or challenge completed. It's lovely. Really is lovely. And we've got Fiona, who has done a little numerology chart. So it's the 5, the 3, and the 7, adding up all to the 6. So thank you for that. And if you're into the numerology, that'll make it a lot easier for you, won't it? We're on a 6 pattern for our day today with these cards combined, which they all do combine, but it gives the energy of each separate section. So that was our theme, was 3. So it's getting things moving forward, isn't it? I really do need a little cheat sheet of the numerology to help out for those who do follow it and go and look up their numbers. Anyway, in the home space, the mice are traipsing around in the background, swinging away on whatever they can have fun with, munching away on whatever they can find. So usually in the pantry, it's been a few years since I've had mice in the pantry. It is something that has been a problem. It is a problem when they eat through your Tupperware and create a bit of havoc there, no matter what sort of container. Probably glass and stainless steel would be the best. They wouldn't get through those. But it's also indicating that there is plenty to share around. So do bring that forward into your mind, that even though you might feel that there's something in the background that's stealing your stuff, or people behind your back doing things you're not sure of, and I'm referring to gossip and manipulation here. That's what's coming forward in my mind. So have an awareness, but still bring forward that sense from the heart of generosity and being able to share that plenty that we do have, because that's what it is indicating to me, that there is plenty to share, and play at the same time. All sorts of things that we can do, share. That's what that is what I'm getting from that. And Sandra, good morning to you. Time for a yodel or a QE. Yes, I agree with the mountains. We have got the continuity happening too, so we haven't finished that journey. That's the 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, etc. Thank you for that. Coffee jars, glass ones, the big ones are good for anything. Goods and crystals. Yes, exactly. I used to recycle my coffee jars all the time, but these days I don't use the instant coffee, so less of that happening. And glass does break, so over time they've needed to be recycled themselves. So here we have that indicating the sharing, storing, recycling in whatever way that you feel something in the home, whether it is even relationships. There's one that's a dominant, cheeky little bugger, and another over the back. Really, you can sort of see they seem to be having a bit of a chat behind the scenes there. Now, what are they scheming, etc. And another couple that are just interested in searching out the food. All sorts and types we have in our home space with our family and relatives and friends. Remember, friends we do tend to choose a little more easily than we have our family. But we all get together and we are in relationships in some form or another. So we need to sort it out. And a bit before we actually chew through that little thread too, have an awareness of what sort of space you're in. Okay. Something popped through and it just chuffed off straight away. There was something that Spirit was telling me, but it'll come another time. They'll let me know. Okay, as we move across to the labyrinth, and I am just going to check my other tab to say hello to anyone that's on the Instagram, which there isn't, so because it does go out to about 5 or 6 destinations, this one. Labyrinth, I love mazes. I like the games. It's in the workspace. It's a little bit about having fun, but following your own pathway, because that's what we each need to be doing. Nobody can be in our shoes. So if you're in the workspace or about to be or anything like that, searching for work, finding out what sort of direction you want to go with your own business or anything like that, lighten it up to being that can feel like it's a bit of a game, and it's not the sheep station. We're not playing for the sheep station. It is just being able to find our own way and we have help available if we really need to. So that's what that's indicating. And, trust that what you're facing is going to be able to be, um, your direction. The compass does come to mind from the other day, that we are still holding our own compass, remember. So trust what direction you're moving in. And if it does come up to one of these types of dead ends, well, that's all right. You've got the exercise as well as the knowing that's the pathway not to tread, and you've learnt something along the way as well. You will get to that is this beautiful gazebo, be able to rest and all of the rest. Just know that it is part of what a maze is. It's never unsolvable. There is always a pathway that brings you to your home base or out the other side, whichever way you're designing it, because sometimes we design our own mazes. So sit and think for a while. If something doesn't quite feel like it's gelling for you at work or with what you're doing, just sit and think and look at it from above, like you are looking at a puzzle book, instead of being there on only that one path, seeing what's there in front of you. It could be that you need to take a view of the bigger picture and see things as a witness rather than a participator. And it might become more clear what is that next step, next direction for you in your work. Okay, so that to me is what the whole thing is. It is about the little bits, the challenges that we're still going to be facing today, but it's doable. We can have some fun with it in either our home or our workspace, because the mice, that little chubby really is a cutesy to me, and I just get an inner smile when I see it, because even though you might be able to smell mice in a home, and it's just coming to me as far as that smell, even as I'm thinking about it. They don't have a pleasant smell, but they're so fast, and they've got a cheeky look when they look back to you to say, hey, yeah, catch me if you can, type of thing. I sort of think, look, they're beings in their own world, like we are beings in this world. We are the ones that tend to muck it up. They're just taking advantage. So I think it's being in the right space, your home space, as you need to be throughout the day, even if it's from the heart space, thinking of it as you're at your work, and the why am I here type at work. But it is a task. It's things that we do, isn't it? Doesn't necessarily have to be that is our earning capacity work, our livelihood capacity work. It can be something that we volunteer for just out of pleasure, and getting together with other people like I was yesterday. That was no way work related. It was something completely different, but you get the drift of what I'm meaning, I'm sure. Okay, so there we go for our reading today. Just got to try and get the control back. There we go. So ponder on that for yourself a little as to what it does mean for you, and have some fun with it, because it's not always what I say. It's absolutely not. It is more what you can learn for yourself in the way that you are growing and tapping into your own skills and talents as a psychic, as your gut feelings, that intuition. It's the same thing. All of it really is the same thing. We just learn to grow and strengthen it. It's what I'm doing even now, sharing with you. So do the same for yourself and for other people. If you do have a deck of cards or something like the numerology that Fiona is showing us, if you have something that you can use that helps you to interpret what life means for you, all sorts of different ways, isn't it? And Sandra as well. So the labyrinth is about releasing on the way, receiving in the center, and returning by following the path back. Yeah, that is a definition of a labyrinth. That's quite right. There probably is more as well, but I think that really does tie it in for what you might need to be doing as far as your workspace, or what you do in that, that area through your day of what you feel is work, even if it's paid or not. We don't have to be paid for all work, honestly. So, yes, I've walked a few labyrinths and I've played a few maze games. So what is the difference? You might like to answer that in the chat too. So, wow, thank you for the validation, Ros Gurley. Oh, thank you. When they help others on spiritual path, I say same things you just said. Oh, thank you. That's a lovely, validation for me too. Thank you to see that written. So thank you both, Sandra and Fiona. Lovely, 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 lovely. And a thank you from Corinna. So wonderful to catch you all here, because I am steadily doing it closer to the 8:30, I am noticing. So it probably will be what is more common. We'll see you tomorrow. Keep being the best you. And namaste until then.